Hi everyone, today is BLCU's 18th World Cultural Festival. Come and join me as I represent Canada. I started my day with the usual cup of coffee. Then I grabbed my Canada flag and started to make my way towards the starting point of the parade. The rain this morning is quite unfortunate, but the parade still went on. Fortunately, while we were waiting for the parade to get going, we could wait under the extended roof of nearby buildings so we didn't have to get wet. The Canada flag I was supposed to hold was massive. Normally this was meant to be held by two people, but since I was the only Canadian representing, I had to hold it by myself. We were told to meet at 7:45, but the parade didn't start for another 45 minutes or so we just kind of stood around and waited for things to get going. Since I had to hold my umbrella and my flag at the same time, I decided to wrap my flag around me like an Olympian to free up my hands while still making my flag visible from behind. Then, eventually, the parade began. We walked down the main pathway through our campus while tons of people watched on either side. Once we arrived at the arena, we had to stand in line once again as we were to go on stage when called to show off our country flag in front of a crowd of viewers. It kept raining just as hard, or even a tad harder. Eventually, we creeped our way ahead and made it to the stage where we could walk on and show off our flag. Afterwards, it was time to go to our booths and help with operations. At the Canada booth, we gave out Canada stamps, little flag stickers, postcards, maple candy, and other Canadian souvenirs. Eventually, I got a chance to slip out and see the fair for myself. I bought a little passport to collect stamps in, and then I started going around to different countries' booths, getting their stamps. It was so crowded everywhere, and having to carry an umbrella around made it really inconvenient, especially since it would get stuck on other people's umbrellas. But I did manage to get a handful of countries' stamps in my passport. At noon, we had an hour break, so I decided to get some lunch at the cafeteria. Since the cafeteria was open to all of the visitors, it was incredibly packed. I decided to go to the place that I knew took the least amount of time to make my food, so I could budge my way through the crowds and get back to my dorm as soon as possible. Once I eventually made it back to my dorm, I was able to enjoy my noodles in peace and quiet and dryness. Then it was time to get back to the grind. Before heading back to the tent, I had to pick up a package, and on my way there, I saw the enormous lineup for the front gates. Thankfully, because I had a worker's wristband, I didn't need to line up and I could enter the arena immediately. My job for the entire afternoon was to give people's passports a yellow Canada stamp. I feel like I must have stamped over 1,000 people's passports because for the entire time I was there, that kept coming non-stop. After those 3 hours in the afternoon, it was finally time to pack things up and head out. I was very much ready to let my arm rest from all that stamping. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!